Welcome back to Timberborn and our Fortitude playthrough, Beaverbrook 3. And so in the last one, we're getting through this. I mean, we're still in a bad water, so I can't obviously turn it on, but I'm needing to get these blocks going. Well, I'll turn it on, but I'll turn it straight off because I don't want it to suck all the water out. But, and previously I ended up getting all this water going, so I've got 2,000 left. And now I'm starting pumping. I don't want to obviously pump anything in here. And I'm just getting the water going back up, which is obviously annihilating my water. But there's not much I can do. I need to keep that going up. I've got enough, so we should be fine so far. But we'll see. I need to obviously, well, I can't really do it here, but I could do them at the back, but I'd have to take this off and get to that back and potentially do some contamination barriers there, but again, that's in the future. Most of this is now been, the problem is if I take that out, how the hell do I get up there? I'm going to have something to get up there as well. Like so. Because I want this other one there. I've still obviously got this room for at least one more. Well, two there. One there and one there. Plus one in this section. But like I said, I've got the problem being able to get up there for them, and it's a bit difficult at the moment. So that should be solved. Not got a lot of explosives. We've only need 2 metal blocks left. It feels like it's an age and everything else to get it done. Well, that's the way it goes. Although, why am I bothering with that when I could? It's probably cheaper for it, actually. It's probably cheaper for this than doing a ladder, to be honest. Because ladders are quite expensive. So I'll do that. And obviously the next thing is where I'm going to put the... I think it would be better to have a large storage. We don't have the oh, that's interesting. We don't have the underground in the Iron Teeth. So that means I'll just do this. Dirt, I'll have to go into there then. So we can only hold a small amount of dirt. Although I suppose in a sense that it makes it cheaper. Because I've got to fill up this bowl with dirt. I've got to fill it all. And it'd be nice to be able to have a storage for it, which you don't really have. The thing is it's going to come from there, which is a real pain. I might even, if we look at it, they'll have to walk all the way around there, all the way around there, all the way around there, just to get to here. Which we know is a bit of a pain. So it might pay to do some sort of ladder system there, if I can actually get it to do it. I could put a ladder in here. I think that would probably pay dividends over the No, yeah, over the steps. At least that way they can come out of here and go straight there, and they don't have to go around, which is obviously going to make it a lot easier. We're not doing too bad. We've got 3 days left in 2000. I'm going to take the punt of turning all this on now. The reason why is because if we see this, we've got 1, and I've got 3 days, and I don't think I need to worry. Almost going. Pity it wasn't going anywhere. Oh, that's 2,500. Like I say, we need to get some. I need to get some explosive going. That's. And then we need to get this so I can, you know, get all this going. And then we'll have got what we want. I will... I might actually do a water. If we look at this, I can get 1 water in there. I could get another one in there. I don't think I could get 3 in there unless I did some sort of weird system here where I might be able to get like 1 there. But that's an enormous amount of water right close. And this is where we want it, because this is where it's going to get pumped. So I think I'll concentrate on that as well. But we'll need the metal. See, it's the metal. It's not getting the scrap metal in to actually be able to do much. It's just taking far too much time to get in. I suppose the logs are another problem as well. We just don't have a lot of logs in the system to be able to do. I mean, these are always... We've got 5 days left and 2, so they're fine. These are still growing. This is still growing. I've got nearly 400 in resin. So, not too bad. I'm quite willing now to turn this off. And I think it's just done what I want it to do. It's got over the initial, you know what I mean, of the initial block. I'm just pumping like mad. I want to get on with the water, as much water as I can get out. To get on, you know, with a system that I need. I'm going to get some dirt in there. That's pretty good. Needs power. Right, so if I turn this off, and I turn this on and make this an important thing, they can do that. And then once we get the water coming in, I'll turn this on and we'll suck this water in here. Now, obviously, I can only... It will want to go to this level, but obviously it'll come out, well, when it gets to this level. So it's not going to be full until I get the dirt excavator going and then start concentrating on filling that reservoir to the final level. To the final... Oh, no, let's count down any level. Never mind, big. Don't think about it. Anyway. Yeesh. It is. This game always takes a while. I mean, like I said, some people will probably say, oh, power through it, man, what you're on that. But don't forget, we're on hard mode here. We're not on the old soft mode, or whatever you want to call it. I've got 1 so far. I don't need any metal, but I'm going to need metal for this anyway. And I've got not enough gears. I've got not enough anything to get this built. So this is going to take a trauma to get built. But we are going to get it built, and That's 10. So that would put me up to, oh, at least 20. Get on. Yeah, I like this. This is better because it's saving them doing whatever. I will pump these. I will get them going. That's not a problem. I've got... what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause these. And I'm going to wait till they go over. And then I'll start this section then. Food. Why is food? It's probably here actually. Yeah, it's all here. There's 200 included there. But I think if I can increase the metal problem, I've got some metal there, and I have got metal there. That's the, I wouldn't say it's the closest one, but it is. Well, I suppose it is the closest one actually. And there's an absolute shed of wood there as well. Which might be quite nice to look at. Let's do this and then rotate that. So if we get that in, that... Yeah, this was this... I might sluice that. Well, I was thinking of, if I sluice this, I can block this up when this goes contaminated, which should help these. But I'm going to have to get over here to do something with this. I'm going to need to blast this down to the same level. And then hopefully force the water to go that way. And not this way. I'm wondering if I can turn the sluices around this way. Because then they won't go that way, but they'll allow the water to go through... No, because it's... No, I don't think you can do that. It's the only one that's... Unless you send it through that way. But again, I want to try and... I desperately want to get something in here. This is what I was saying. By putting this, these both are falling. But if I could do a blocker there and send the bad water going that way, that would open up all of this section here to natural water. I think that might actually work actually. There you go. We're almost down, but we're not out, as the saying goes. That's at 85. That's fine. Yeah, if I hadn't pumped that water in, I think we'd have been out there. 0.2. And once this thing, I'll turn this back on again, or turn it on anyway, not back on. That implies I've actually added one, but I haven't added on yet. How are we doing with this water? We're doing fine. Right, let's blast all this section down. I'll set it up once we've got that done. Now that's going to give me more water in there. The next concern is to get this going. So we'll turn this on. Give me water, boys. Give me water. Gimme water. Give me water. There we go. It's under 1%. I should get rid of this blockage as well, really. That's another thing. It's quite annoying. I'm not too sure how far. Ooh, bumming out. We've gone quite crazy with that. That's definitely going. Because I need treated planks. I don't need planks, so that's why. This is not going, but it will be going in a minute. No, it will not go because there's not enough beavers to run it now. So we'll turn that off. Now, no, I have not got enough beavers. 62 is not enough, so I need at least 66 to run. Grown up. Remember, I've not got enough food either. We are just starting to get more food. You know, I still think this contamination thing is worth doing. I've got 4,000. Where are you? Where lands? No, you're in. Is it path? I always get this wrong. Is it? No, it's not. There, it is in path. It is in landscaping. You think it was a path because it's something you stand on, but stops soil irrigation contamination from spreading beneath it. So yes, I have to do this. It can't be like a diagonal. It has to be connected like this, but it should. I'll go down. Not that one. I'll go down. Just about here. We'll see if that works. They need treated planks, so this is a treated planks problem. I'll turn that on, and obviously when we get the... We are getting... I've got these two. I'm going to now turn this off. This will increase the... I could actually obviously decrease the builder situation, but this should fill out potentially this. It may even turn this on. No, it didn't. No, there's only one in there. That's a bit of a problem. Yeah, so I need at least 65 to run everything. That should be turned off. Why is that not turned off? Right then, let's get this flowing dump going. The decent thing about this, it absolutely tears this water. And we'll start to see this be able to be... now I should actually be able to potentially, because this is higher, this does not affect at all. Again, I probably could put something over there, and it would stop this from getting, you know, it would stop it from getting problems for a thingy. Food is definitely the issue. Food is definitely something that I'm needing to get going. But I'm happy with this. This is working really well, and it should constantly work because it doesn't need any. It doesn't need any beavers to actually do anything with it. So that's pretty good. And it's a source of water, which is what I'm on about. It's definitely a source of water that we could use to get going. I'm just not sure of how to power other things. How are we doing? We're obviously we've got the problem with this again. 65. Although I caused that problem. Yep, just flood the hell out of it, Pig. Why don't you? It will rectify itself, or this will all die. One of the two. Unfortunately, that's a bit of an issue. Because now they're walking in contaminated. Well, it might be what? No, it's squishing it away. I need to get down here somehow. And start thinking of blasting that line by line. But I need just like all sorts. I need everything to be coming in, and right. We've got the 3 going. That's good. So the treated planks will start coming in. Every time I build a thing, though, they just I don't think we'll see this being irrigated until it gets a lot higher. But it's going to work. That was my plan all along, ever since I had the idea from way back. I just can't think of a way to be able to get this to be able to be done. Like I said, the problem is this is lower than this. But there's no reason why I couldn't do another fluid dump, but it just would look awful. And there's no way. Well, actually, that's not true. That's not true at all. There is actually a way of utilising this. Because this is close. Well, I'm saying it's close. It's close-ish. We have got a double. You know, you could fill this in and have all this as a reservoir. Having a second one, but it's there we go. You see, now it's starting to get green around the edges. Green around the edges. Which, like I said, I can use for food. Now, we've got, they take 5 days and they take 1. This tool is designed as an area of required building farmhouse, drought resistant 3 days. But what does it need? "10 days you get 2. Eggplant, 12 days you get 3. But What do I do with the casabas on? That's the question. I think I have to do something with it though, don't I? I have to build some sort of mechanical thing. I don't know. I've not done this before with these because obviously I've not played with the I've not played with that before. Power, engine, gravity. No, there's nothing in that one. What have we got here? Nut cruncher. What the hell's that? Complicated machine that solves calculations without beavers operating it. To do what? Bot factory, bot charging station, place where bots come to recharge. Control tower. Control tower that sends out a signal to nearby bot. Oh, right, okay. Grease factory. So that's all bot stuff then. Yeah, I thought there was a building that was long with like a thing for power, and I can't find it. So that's bad water approaching. Let's see if we can absolutely get the water situation solved, because it's only going to get worse and worse. Obviously, you can only blast around, but you can blast in there, but it doesn't really matter. Hopefully this is gonna... I don't know how long this is gonna take to fill up, but it's definitely going. And bad to the pitch, it should be not too bad with this, actually. Well, we'll see how far it goes. We'll see how it does. I got 3,900 that I can get. I've got 3 days to get it. I also want to put this to 100 and get to the back of it. I think these are dead, or almost. Well, they're almost dying, but we'll revive them in a second. Yeah, so no, you're going to be flooding. Right, that's good. Right, pause this a minute. So let's start at 85. Do that. I've had enough of this messing about. So now I've got explosives, I'm going to take these 2 out. And have that in there, have that inlet, and then I don't ever need to worry about it again. Jolly good air. 6 has come in. Is born, old age, how are we doing? 2 there. These are not halfway yet, so I'm not going to enable the other side. I don't want to get it any lower than that because it's going to cause an issue. We only need 7 treat pranks left. This water is, well, it's really getting high now, so that's awesome. Now, obviously, when I blast this, it'll go back down again. Come on, babes. Right, you can see it just reducing slightly. And then it'll do that again, and then we got a nice bit of a... This can then be used for the water situation that I want. Obviously, I was going to get it here, but if I can work a way, I can do what I've done before, Unfortunately, though, it's going to be a bit slower. So I'm going to have to use the 2. Because obviously the Forked Hills, you can have 3 beavers in a large one, where there's no large water, as we can see, which is a bit of a swizz. Because surely there was a thing that you used to pump that did some sort of conversion, or was that an engine? It might have been an engine. No, it wasn't an engine, because that's a large power wheel. That's the wheel, and that's the tiny little one. Ah, food. Coffee. Ah, this is it. The food factory. That's the food factory. That's the hydroponics. That's the oil press. The fermenter. That's what it is. The fermenter. I knew it was something. I think these are cassavas. Yeah, they're cassavas. That's soya beans. So the cassavas in 2 hours you get 10. Well, that's not too bad. They would have to go into the oil press, which is that, to get 61320. That's quite high. I'm sure some people can do the math. Yeah, right, okay. I could probably do it, but I just sometimes I lose the will to live. Just like, no, it's a game. I don't take it too seriously. I just try my best, you know. There's them people that just love the mathematics behind it, and I go, yeah, it's fine. Oh, that's a bit of a problem, because I've just, I don't know, because they're just logs, aren't they? I was going to say, I've just douched that up. I haven't. Because I've already got the treaty planks, it doesn't matter. It's the gears and the metal blocks that I'm... talking about that, can I... ooh, this is getting really low. Die. No, we're going to have to put this back on. Because I'm losing beavers at a too much of an alarming rate. And so we'll push this back up again. And we've got half a day left. And we're still pumping this. That's a happy... Oh. Oh, God. Contaminated one. Damn. Oh, it needs to be dead. This is why I want to... This is why I want to do this, you see. It is working, though. It's stopping the contamination, as we can see. But it will take a little while. It's on and off and in and out and doing whatever it's doing. But yeah. Anyway, that's solved. Or well, it will be solved when it gets all this done. We're almost at full water. Obviously, I can only go to, like I said, I can only go to here. It's almost going to run over. But I could probably leave it to just run over it. No, because it'll probably run down and then over to this. A dead wet me thingy, so I'm going to have to turn it off. I'll turn it off in a minute anyway. Because I don't want them to suck that much water. But I'll tell you something though, it's absolutely ranking that water out. We're only demanding 700, we're getting 1600, so we're really doing well. I always knew this was going to take ages for the first... The first dirt excavator takes forever and a day. Right, let's pause this. Let's get this, because we don't want to waste any more water. And we want to pause this. 16 days. Ooh, that's going to be a question mark one, isn't it? I'll tell you what I am. I said I was going to do it before, and I'm going to do it now. I'm going to... Oh, bloody hell, put that in the way. Get that damn thing out of the way. I can't get it out of the way. Oh, wait a minute. I don't need this then. If you got down there, you can actually take this out. And demolish, 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 and demolish. That'll open up that quite considerably. It's not going to do because I don't have the thing for it. 3,800. I'm going to pause all this. And this. I don't know how many days I lasted last time. But I want to be careful with this water because this water is the only water that I've got. And we don't want to be nicking all of it. The decent thing about this is this will still run because it's bad water and it gives me an enormous amount of power life. So the advantage is that I don't need to worry about that. We were about getting full with this. I've got a couple here before I can't get any more, so... I think it might pay just to nick some of this off in the bud. Although saying that though, that contamination barrier is working to a point. It's just damn annoying that it's flowing over. The best thing would have been to have some sort of levies on that. And then that may have... Well, the trouble is the levies would have worked, but the trouble is the contamination would have still come through. So it's a catch-22. I can't build anything. I can't get anything going without... I can't start to do more stuff without the dirt excavator. And I've got absolutely no thingies whatsoever. Have I run out? No, I haven't. I was going to say, have I run out of bad water? I have not. I'll start to get some more bad water in because it will be beneficial to get it in. I could probably fill a little bit of this in as well. Whether I blast that down, I don't know. Right, now I can get this, although it doesn't really matter now. Right, so that's gone. So we should get full flow through that gap. It's not going to have any blockage whatsoever. Just need this one. That will come down. You see, it's obviously it's only half of its height that it's going to be, and that's going to take a little while once I've got the dirt excavator done. But it will be worth filling all this in and getting this going. There's no two ways about that. I've got 155 scrap though. Are we okay? we've got a good couple of hundred there, so that's not a problem. We've still got some decent amount of logs here. Now, did we get that done? I did, and I took that out while I was doing it. I don't think I've got them enabled yet, though. Yes, I have got the sluice enabled. I was thinking of this. Should be like that there, and then building over the top. And what that would do is that would stop this from going into here. I'd set the light close above contamination 1%, so that'll force it to go this way. Which is fine. Might actually work. Might actually do that. See. And then I put a levy on top of that, just to, because it needs to be a 2. And then because all this is a 2, and it should force all that backwards. Well, we'll see what happens with it, because I haven't got no idea. And it should theoretically, when I get the water in here, protect this section here. To a point. I have no idea what will happen here. It goes this way. See what I mean? It's quite high anyway, and if I block that, it's only going to flow over it. So I might as well do that. It's got planks. We've just got no metal whatsoever. I just realised I don't want to put metal in there. So I'm going to pause this. I want to put metal in there, but I don't want to put metal in there because I don't want to use the metal for the dirt excavator. Because that's the most important thing to get going in this. It's not going to be done in this playthrough. It's just not. It just takes so long. And the damn things are so far away from me as well that it's causing a problem. These are all done, but the problem being is it can get around it by this, you see. So as I'm going down, this should theoretically get more food. I am increasing the food though. We're at 500 now. And then obviously we're going to solve this problem when we get the water in. Is that done? Yes, it is. I just got 3 to do there. I am thinking of going over here, which I can. Then I put just a ladder in there. Then I'll have to put a ladder in there and just ladder that. But I don't really need it. But is it cheaper to have the ladder? Or is it? That's 6 planks. Or is it cheaper to have this? No, that's still 6 planks, but it's a log. I don't really think it makes much of a difference. I suppose it will make some difference, but not enough to... And then, what I'm going to do is, I can't do it... I think it'll be safer to do it with a 2. And then go down here. And then I'm going to set this with explosives and blast it. This then might slow this down. And it might not get as high. Or it might absolutely screw up and I've screwed it up. I might actually get rid of this actually as well. That might be a definitely a good idea. Because I can reach all that by just going on there. Now I could wait for the drought to come. Which is the opposite to the winter. It's not really opposite, but you know what I mean. Game of Thrones reference. Right, so we've got that. This'll be getting there. I've still got 3,400 in water, so I'm not too much. There's still 12 days. Like, this is a long time. This is a big drought. This is a big bad water situation. This one. But I think if I was to do how many of these, that's a bit too big. That's very big. Yeah, it's 2. So it'd be something like that. Shoopity shoot doop shoot. The idea with this is where this fluid is going to go in, and I'm going to steal the water from there and hold it there. I still need the large storage though, so that's going to be needed to. I need to get more, and obviously as that's rising, should irrigate this section as well. I just need more places to be able to plant things and not get the flipping bad water. I want the... Interesting. How about... I've thought of another idea. How about that I would block this side, or block it round like this. This would come through and go through there. That would then stop all this, which is a bit of a point, which is a bit of an annoyance. I would then get more chance of irrigation. Now I don't know where I'd put something like that. I could use this to flatten this out and use it as a like a water dump, which then would water both sides like that. Don't mind that idea. I'm trying to do it naturally, not like use all the other stuff that's there. I like the idea of things being more natural than... Oh, that's not even in there, is it? We've got 1 so far. I'm down to 400 logs. I'm down to 2 of them, so yeah. Ooh, look at this. This has gone right the way down. I probably went a bit too far with that. But we'll get back. I'll just have to be careful about turning everything back on again. I mean, I did do it for the food. That was my main aim. They are getting down there, but they're not really doing what I think they should be doing. Maybe the problem being is we'll let it go to heat. If it doesn't work, it means I need it to be levied, then put the contamination barrier on, and then it goes downwards like that. It doesn't seem as if it's close like this, it'll work. I don't know. I'd like to get the, as I was saying before, we've got the tunnels. I've got enough, but I'm going to need some extract. Now, this is where this could come into fruition. I said this before, that if I take this down, I could build the centrifuge over this section. Wherever the hell it is, I always get it wrong. Landscaping. No, it's not. It's in water. Because clearly that's what it is. As you can see here, that goes right over the top of that. Like that way. I don't really want it back one. I'd rather have it right over. So this would go shoot right up into the center. Now, I think... no, I can't. It will allow me to... No, that's not going to work then, is it? Yeah. Damn. That's not going to work. Ah, that's a bit of a problem then. Well, no, it's not. I'll just shove the centrifuge on the top of one of these. And I'll build a thing to go into there. It'll go... That's what we'll do. Take it from this center, build up, go right into there. I thought I would be able to put something on top of that, but I was wrong. It's a bit of a swizz, but you know, it is what it is. The gears are almost there though. Tell you, this has been some serious hard work in this game. 10 days left. I'm going for a full that. I'm going to just... Ooh, that's a bit of a problem. Yes, that's a massive problem. I've let them run down far too much. And I've got one in, but not too many in. You do this then. No idea why that's empty. That's still there. One. No, there. No, I haven't got any of that on. I'll take down the builders by 2. Because there's that'll... Is that running? No, that's not running. Get rid of that. We've got 3 into there, that's fine. I'm just having a look at that, so that it might have to be repumped back in. That's what I'm a bit worried about this, because there's 8 days, and we've done it before with 7 or 11 days. But we will get a 30 eventually, and that'll crucify me. Although Coroni is actually, strange enough, is going up. I'm going to empty that and get them to... I'm going to put a... I think that would work. And I'm going to put... get rid of this. And I'll build another one there. And it might be a bit faster than having to walk over there. Like I did this one here. You know, this is why they go down here and come down that way. It's not the flipping gears, it's the metal blocks. Just can't get enough metal blocks in this. Let's metal. Let's have another one. I know that's going to take the gears and it's going to take the scrap metal as well. I'll pause this. And the reason why is I want this to be built first to get the metal in that. As otherwise, I think that's been built actually. Yes, no, it hasn't. I'm going to do that to reduce the thing on that, and some of that will go that way. This was probably thingy because there was water here. Mm. 50 planks is done. Yeesh, that's all my planks practically done. Scrap metal says I just need the gears now. And then we'll get the second smelter going, and I think that might be better. It's certainly not losing a lot of water, this. It's because of the volume, the it doesn't lose it as much. We've got 2005 days left. If I get to 1500, and how much of this are we? I'll pause this now. They can go back and do something else, because I'm absolutely getting creamed. I think this is going to be enough to keep this running. So that's good. Yeesh, this is definitely right. We should be closing out on this video by now. As you can see, I've not got this built yet. I'm trying to get the second one of these built. So I'm just waiting for the gears to come in. We've got our mechanical marvel going. As you can see, water is about 3/4 so far. But I'll have to stop it when it gets... I'll probably stop it and leave it there for now. It's in, but it's it's still not going to do as much as I wanted to do. Well, this is it dead due to current. I think the problem being is there we go. I've reduced the floor, as you can see. By doing that. But obviously it's allowing the there, but it's still got the contamination here, and I don't know why. And I'm trying to increase that. Now I could put levies here and take this out, which is probably what I'm planning on doing. it's not ideal. It's not ideal this at all. But what it'll do is it'll push that away, and I'll still have to build. I'll still have to build up, and I'll have to get rid of these contamination barriers and put them on the top. That way, this will start running then. That's the only way that I can think of it's going to work. Up to now. Can't think of any other way that I can get this to work. Oh, let's do that. I'm supposed to do that ages ago, never did. 2 days, end of video. Right then, let's close this out. So we know what we're doing. We're getting these things in, and we sort of trying to get everything going in this playthrough. But obviously, once I'm going to go into this tunnel, this is the absolute must. But I need to get some. I'll need to get some extract, which I haven't got. So that's what I need to do in the next play. So we need to get the centrifuge going, so I can get all this running, and we can push this thing. So I'll bury the tunnel in here, and I'll put some levees that way. So and just curve it so it goes into the tunnel, and this then should be open for irrigation then. And I should be able to flatten this out, or just, put it right through and get a massive amount of irrigation in here and flatten this out. So there's a lot to do as per usual, but we are getting there. Anyway, I hope you enjoy that. We will see you in the next one. Take care. Bye for now.